Welcome to FOMO Consulting for your daily AMC stock analysis video on Sunday, August 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow will be very, very critical on many levels. And as always, the apes are winning, the diamond hands are winning, most importantly, the retail investors winning. So if you find this video informative and entertaining, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's a newer channel and I would appreciate the support. Let's get into the video. Thank you to each and every one of you again who has liked, shared, commented, and subscribed. It means the world to me. Thank you very, very much. We'll start with a quote. Hope is enthusiastic anticipation. We hope AMC has fantastic earnings tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Overall, what happens leading up to and shortly thereafter really will kind of set the tone for the next couple of weeks on this stock. The media covers the sentiment, what have you. We all hope that AMC is in a much, much better place financially and fundamentally and going forward. So we hope everything works out right. So looking at the broader market, obviously Friday was a decent day, but this upcoming week with earnings is going to be just madness, quite frankly. Obviously AMC 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, but tomorrow you've got Workhorse, very, very popular play in social media circles. Exela, very, very popular. FOMO, Coinbase on Tuesday, absolutely huge. Then you've got on Wednesday, you've got Neo, you've got Clove, many, many others. And then obviously Thursday, you got Palantir, exceptionally popular. Wish, you got Disney, Airbnb, which has done quite well, Rocket, on and on and on. So this is going to be a pretty interesting week around earnings. Probably a lot of volatility, especially in the smaller cap stocks. But this will be very, very interesting. Could be very good for AMC. Not sure, but overall, the broader market, it'll be very interesting to see how Wall Street takes to these earnings reports. Speaking of earning money, crypto had a heck of a day yesterday, selling off a bit today, profit taking, no doubt, but Doge got all the way up to like 28 cents. Last I looked, I believe Bitcoin was up like 44,000. Ethereum rocketed. It's just fantastic weekend for crypto. Hopefully it can hold at least close to these levels. Obviously, again, a lot of profit taking, but fantastic day, at least yesterday, more importantly. Let's look at where the battle lines will be drawn this week on options. So expiring Friday, obviously on the low end, you can see between 30 and 24, you've got a lot of open interest on the put side. Obviously, heavy betting that the stock's going to go down post earnings, no doubt. And then right around where we currently are, not a whole lot at the $32, $33 level, 34. Once you get to the $35 strike level, you've got a lot of open interest, about 11,000 at the $35 level. Not a lot on the call, or excuse me, the put side, and on the call side, at the $40 strike, you've got about 7,600 open interest there. So, it seems to be that the overall sentiment is either the stock is going to get into the upper 30s, possibly approach 40, or it's going to fall below its support and back into the mid 20s. So we'll see how this plays out, but a lot of this is due to obviously the earnings report. So let's look at how the overall bigger picture plays into the options. You can certainly see right around that $40 strike level, green trend line has been kind of a resistance. Certainly the 35 is a heavy level of resistance we need to break through this week if we're going to even approach 40. Pretty tough resistance at this point. And certainly our heavy level of support right around that $29 level, $30 level is absolutely key to hold, because as you can see, there's just not a lot below that to support us from falling down into mid to low 20s. So the earnings report as a catalyst to really break that $35 level of resistance is absolutely key. I believe we can do so, but we shall see. Again, just a quick review of Friday. German apes, well done. Hopefully you'll have a very good week like we are anticipating. So a quick review of how we did Friday. Not the worst day, not the best day. Options are always in play, just kind of along for the ride. Down 80 cents at 32.70, up about 30 cents after hours, which was good to see. closing at $33. So overall, as you can see, we pretty much followed the Russell 2000 chart almost identically. And we will continue to do so until we get that separation catalyst. Hopefully, that being earnings will kind of break us free, whether it's on the upside or downside. We'll see how that plays out. But as always, we are one of the more active, even on lower volume. We were within the top 10, at least on Webull. So again, quick review: IWM, absolutely key. Heavily weighted for AMC, follow the Russell 2000 chart. Our chart on Friday nearly mirrored the action of the IWM and Russell. As you can see, IWM on the right, AMC on the left, certainly the trend. Found the bottom at pretty much the exact same time throughout the day and just kind of ran up. IWN, yet another heavily weighted ETF for AMC, as you can see, found the bottom about the same period and pretty much followed the overall trend of the Russell, IWM, and AMC. So again, a quick reminder, last 5 trading days, you can see where we followed the Russell 2000 over the same period of time, pretty much identically, both of which found their at least 5-day bottom right around the same period where we hit 28.91 and we bounced from there. Hopefully that was the low end and a buying opportunity. We shall see. So yet again, another reminder, 5 p.m. Eastern earnings call could be huge. We shall see. Number of analysts on the EPS side, about 7, with an average of a loss of 93 cents per share, which is a monumental improvement from last year at a loss of $5.38. Revenue estimates right around an average of 375. The high estimate of 456. I believe very well that AMC could hit the higher end of those average estimates on revenue. We'll see how the EPS looks if, in fact, they can beat that 93 cent loss and get into, let's just say, the loss of 87 cents or something like that. That will absolutely be huge for AMC. And again, it could be a catalyst. A miss really on the EPS or revenue could be, let's just call it fodder for the Bears, right? And no doubt, if AMC has not made a major improvement in its debt on the balance sheets, they will jump at that heavily. As we all know, the FUD machine will ramp up substantially. That AMC diluted and didn't do anything with the debt. So we shall see. So let's look at how the stock did at earnings leading up to and shortly thereafter. As you can see, we tend to fall down, and then shortly after earnings, So let's look at the day of earnings on March 10th, 2021. You can certainly see the day prior, pretty well flat consolidated, no doubt shorting. And then we had a very bullish gap up in the morning, as you can see, ran up to a day high of 1247, consolidated, and then as the afternoon went on, they did their normal shenanigans, which was a heavy short attack and knocked us down to $9.51 and slowly bled us off throughout the day. But leading up to the earnings announcement, as you can see, after market, it was after hours as it will be tomorrow. You can certainly see where we started a slow climb upwards, and on a bigger picture, you can see that time of earnings. They hit us down. They tried to cause a sell-off, capitulation, and then we started a run-up to our more, I guess, recent high at that time of $14.54. So, again, those earnings were far worse than what we're anticipating. Obviously, that was in early March. That was for Q4. And we all know how that went with COVID. So let's look at a bigger picture here. This is in May. May 6th was the date of earnings, 2021, the most recent one. As you can see, they pressed us down very, very heavily, kept us suppressed. Anyone that was in that play, like I was, and many others, through April and May, those were just bad, boring times. But you can see shortly, this was after hours, you can see the big pump, and that really ran all the way up to the next attack of $14. We were rejected, but we all know how the story goes. We finally broke through the $14 level and ran up to 72. So you can certainly see the overall scenarios at play. They're going to either try to press the price down, I believe, tomorrow, suppress it, or they're going to let it run up a bit. And around the time of earnings, shortly thereafter, they're going to cause a major sell-off with short attacks and whatever to make it look as if people have lost interest, that there's nothing good about it. There's a lot of different scenarios they could do, but overall, I'm as much looking forward to how the stock performs after hours and Tuesday than I am necessarily tomorrow intraday. And you better believe if they haven't done anything with the debt, the FUD articles will be at an all-time high, regardless of EPS and revenue, because we all know that the FUD machine will kick in very heavily. GME on Friday, again, low volume, just lack of a catalyst. However, GME is exceptionally oversold. Hopefully it is found at that $150 level, as you can see, where it has bounced off of many times. Hopefully it has found a bounce region. It is the RSI is completely oversold. It is starting, hopefully, to have a little bounce. GME just needs a catalyst, whether that's AMC helping it or GME finding its own catalyst helping AMC. But we all know that they're pretty well in lockstep together. Again, average age of the short positions hasn't changed, obviously, since Friday, 41.57 days, and overall short interest continues to climb. Now, the sweet spot for me is around 110 million shares on loan. I believe once we approach that level, the utilization, once we get above 95%, we're currently at 92.39. Short interest in the 16% range is perfectly fine. Those are kind of the overall key areas where we were right prior to the big run up to 72, right around 16% short interest, 99% utilization, 100 in that range, and the shares on loan were around 110, 115 million. So overall, we are approaching those levels incrementally each and every day, and I believe it's only a matter of time. But the earnings as a catalyst will go an awful long way to helping us out. So let's close with a quote. Wisdom consists of the anticipation of consequences. We all know that our opponent has been heavily shorting this, suppressing it by many means and methods. Overall, our wisdom consists of the anticipation of the consequences of the squeeze. So if you found this video informative, entertaining, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate it. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I hope your life is full of green candles. Talk to you soon.